This is the MGTOW Infinium here with an Infinium New Year's message. My MGTOW brothers, first of all, a belated Happy New Year to you all. I was going to do a end of the year monologue like I did last year, but unfortunately, due to work and just being busy overall, I ended up not being able to do that. So I apologize to you, my MGTOW brothers. And so maybe next year I will do such a thing. But my MGTOW brothers, again, Happy New Year to you all. And I hope that you all are looking forward to a better new year. A year that where you, as a MGTOW man, begins to pick up his stride along the MGTOW road. There's nothing scripted I have to say, but I just want to talk to you all in general about moving forward in 2021. 2020, as you all are aware of, was a table turning year. It was a year that many things came out into the open. Many things were shed abroad, so to speak. And in general, we all as men began to find out what the nature of the beast was in terms of feminism. We were ultimately called trash, useless by people like Tommy Lauren. We were, of course, put down in every turn. We were, of course, told that we were, again, useless, not worth it. But all along, because of, again, the effects of the MGTOW philosophy and men red pilling, actually men red pilling and then going MGTOW, before the COVID-19 struck, we as men really began to see how much women wanted us only for resources and not as viable mates, not as men that they would love and cherish and support, nurture, that type of thing. We saw again the spate of divorces. We saw again the ongoing trashing of the manospheres. We saw the trashing of the philosophy, all these types of things, trashing of men, red pilling. But 2020 was a year that the sleeping giant, the slumbering giant, which is within all of us men, awoke and began to have terrible resolve, which that resolve was we as men will live in freedom and we will live free from feminism. But with that retrospective being said, my MGTOW brothers, I would just like to talk to you briefly about the year ahead, 2021. This is a year where, my brothers, again, we need to begin to draw ranks. Not only do we need to hold the line, so to speak, and we need to really, really strengthen ourselves in that resolve to hold the line. We as MGTOW men now need to begin to draw ranks. We need to begin to prepare ourselves for the future, if you're not already doing so. And that is building up your resources. That is building up what you need to do, what your finances, your health, everything that you have said you would put first. This is the time now to begin to build that thing up, build up a good foundation. Build up a good foundation where you no longer waver in terms of why do I not have a female in my life? Why do I not have a woman in my life? What should I do? But rather, you look ahead towards the freedom in the future, which is filled with freedom that is ahead of you on the MGTOW road. My MGTOW brothers, we again must draw ranks because I believe, again, it is going to get more adverse towards us, MGTOWs, and men in general because of the upcoming events. This thing with COVID-19 is not over. It's way not over. I think it's going into another phase, so to speak. There's things within the government which are upcoming with the new administration coming in. So many things, my brothers. There are things going on worldwide where feminism is still trying to entrench itself stronger in the societies which it is in. And because of that, my brothers, again, even though feminism is on the ropes right now, and even though the lights, so to speak, have been turned out on feminism, there is a time when somebody who is beaten back will begin to aggressively fight back in a manner, even though they are losing, in such a way that it can cause damage. So that is why, again, my MGTOW brothers, we must draw ranks among ourselves and do what we need to do to strengthen ourselves and within the philosophy and within the ranks of the manospheres. My MGTOW brothers, again, this is a time where you build upon the foundation of which you now stand upon. And that foundation has been afforded to you by the MGTOW philosophy. You now have a good foundation to build a strong house. You can take from the Bible again, where it says that a house which is built on a weak foundation will be washed away by the waves that come in upon it. Whereas a house that is built upon a strong foundation will stand and withstand the waves that pummel it. My MGTOW brothers, again, do everything that you can to advance yourself. Whether it's a talent that you have, maybe it's in computer programming, maybe it's in writing, maybe it's doing content, whatever skills that you have, even if it's called an everyday skill or a commonplace skill, build upon those skills. Build upon those talents that you have. Expand your tents and your fields, my brothers, because again, this is the only way we as men can stand against these things that are coming upon us. If we draw ranks and build up our foundations, hold the line, and do what we must do as men to move forward. My brothers, again, it is no benefit to you to look upon the grass which you think is greener on the other side in terms of being married, in terms of cohabitating with a woman. There's no benefit to you, my brothers. So, my brothers, again, you should take that and throw that notion away. Because again, there is no benefit to you to cohabitate with or to marry a woman in this time. So therefore, if that's the case, my brothers, there is no benefit for you to waste any time thinking about these things, thinking about women, thinking about what we must do, what I must do to get a woman in my life, because it is no benefit to you. And I'll put it this way, my brothers. There is so many things that have come across the internet, the airways, so to speak, which show how these women are, how hypergamy is strong in their lives. And there's nothing about being, again, a good mate or a good wife to a man, but there's rather, how can I monkey branch? How can I get resources? How can I be above him? How can I do these things? That's what you're dealing with, my brothers. I will give you one example. Again, Aisha Curry has come up in the news. And over the holidays, she was twerking over the internet while making, I guess, a Christmas dinner or something like that. Aisha Curry has said long ago that she wants men to look at her, even though she is a married woman with children who has everything, who has everything that she wants, who can go to the store and get what she wants, who can live in the type of house that she wants, to have the type of kitchen, bedroom, everything that she wants. But yet again, she wants other men to look at her. She wants to be a player, so to speak. And my brothers, what does that say about being married? If a rich man cannot be married and have the peace that his wife is not on YouTube twerking to the rest of the world, how is it then, my MGTOW brothers, can you do the same? And Aisha Curry was not the only example. You have Will Smith. You have all these people, all the divorces that happen, all the high-end divorces that happen, and the low-end divorces that I'm aware of that happened this year, that last year. My MGTOW brothers, again, no longer should you waste time thinking about being in a relationship with a woman, in a serious relationship with a woman, because it is an impossibility at this point. And even if perchance you do, in your searches and your wasting of time, find a unicorn, there is no guarantee that that unicorn will not have an inhibition emergence and wind up divorce raping you. So my MGTOW brothers, again, 2021 should be a year of foundational building, building upon a strong foundation and preparing, drawing ranks, collaborating with those men that you know are the same, of the same thought, who have the same understanding that we as men will be free and we will live in this world in freedom. And my MGTOW brothers, again, there is no condemnation to you for wanting to have peace. There is no condemnation to you for wanting to have sanctity in your life and wanting to have a free life. The only condemnation comes from the feminist plantation state that wants you to be enslaved, my brothers. And for that, if we are criminals, then let it be so. But we as men will be criminals, so to speak, called criminals, but we will live free in this world. And that is what is going to be. Because again, there is no benefit to serving in the slave pits of the feminist plantation state. The only benefit to you, my MGTOW brothers, is again consuming those red pills on a daily basis and embracing on a daily basis the MGTOW philosophy. My brothers, again, you are not alone in what you are facing, what you have gone through. And again, 2020, I would say, has been a hard year for a lot of people. I know it was for me. It was a terrible year. But yet again, because of putting myself first and holding the line and putting the things that make me as a man valuable first, I am more advanced than what I was in 2019. In spite of all the difficulties that happened in 2020, because of, again, putting myself first, putting my priorities first, taking what I need to take care of first, I am more advanced than what I was in 2019. And my MGTOW brothers, again, this is only because I did not waste time looking for a woman to be in my life. I put the time in more so building up the infrastructure, building up the capabilities, building up the things that I needed to do. I put those things first. And it helped me out, my brothers. So again, my brothers, put yourselves first, if anything. Put yourselves first as you go through this world. As you go through 2021, put yourselves first. Again, hold the line. Again, consume those red pills. Again, embrace daily the MGTOW philosophy. Because you, my brothers, you deserve, most of all, your freedom and your peace. You do not deserve the worries and the anxieties, worrying about like a Aisha Curry, worrying about what your woman is doing while you're out working hard, while you're out doing what you need to do. You don't need the punking that Will Smith took from his wife. You don't need those things, my brothers. What you need, my brothers, is your freedom and your peace and your sanctity. And those things can only be afforded to you by, again, following the MGTOW philosophy, following the tenet that says that I will go my own way in freedom and in peace. So my MGTOW brothers, again, I wish you a happy new year. I wish you a new year which is filled with glorious things, with new vistas, with new hope, and new things that you can see that you can do to cause yourself to be a better man. Not a man that is a resource and a slave, but a man who is going his own way and going his way in freedom and in peace. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been a New Year's Day message. Belated, of course. But as always, my MGTOW brothers, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.